Because you have to look at your surroundings and say, how can I progress, especially if you're just starting. Also be passionate about these things that you say. For example, I'm passionate about content creation. Don't go and quit your job and think that, oh, you're going to just blow up massively, right?
Why do I care about what another person thinks or they're looking at me?
Right now, as I'm making this content, I have like people looking at me, but I don't care anymore. But before I used to care. Creating content is not easy, guys. Like, it's a lot of work.
I was once told that life is a journey, not a destination. I really didn't know what that meant until recently when I tried to become a full-time content creator. 6 months. That's the timeline I gave myself to make it as a content creator. 6 months of pouring my heart and soul into videos, hoping to see that subscriber count skyrocket and waiting for the ad revenue to start rolling in. But when the irrational deadline came and went and my expectations weren't met, I did what so many of us do. I gave up.
I'm trying to fight a war in my mind. I don't know who's the winner tonight, but it ain't me. Where are you now?
If you're creating content, this was probably hit close to home. The late night editing, the constant battle with the algorithm, the pressure to perform. I've been there. I felt that overwhelming urge to quit, to throw in the towel and say, maybe this just isn't for me. But here's the thing about journeys. They rarely follow the path we expect. During my break from content creation, I had a revelation. It was like a light bulb moment illuminating the truth I've overlooked. I realized my passion wasn't just about making videos. It was about inspiring growth, about helping others win, about sharing the journey of self-development. Suddenly, I saw a vivid vision of who I am and who I could be. I understood that my struggle wasn't a sign of failure, but a necessary part of my path. So, my friend, if you're struggling with self-doubt, know that you're not alone. We're all navigating this windy road together. Some days, you might feel like you're talking to an empty room, stumbling over your words as you face that intimidating camera lens. And some other days, your overthinking mind might convince you that you're not cut out for this. But remember this, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a successful channel or a fulfilling career. There are no shortcuts, no magic formulas. It's a process of growth, of learning, of constant evolution. As the saying goes, life is a journey, not a destination. The same is true for content creation. It's not about reaching some random measure of success. It's about the people you connect with, the impact you make, and the person you become along the way. Because your voice matters, your story is unique, and your journey is just beginning.
I've been struggling to create content in the past few months. Like, I lost my motivation, I lost my hopes. I feel like giving up, I feel like quitting. But I know this is something I really want to do, and I really want to inspire people and stuff. But creating content is not for the weak at all, you know. It's a constant battle, especially with yourself. Like, my battle is not really even with the algorithm, right? I know like my content are dope and other stuff, but my real issue is, how do people actually sit down and talk to a camera all day, right? Like, it's easier for me to actually talk to a person, right? If I was having a discussion with a person, I can actually go on and on for like the whole day and I'm good. But in terms of talking to the camera itself, it's just like, whoo. But one thing I've learned is to pick somebody that, you know, one of your friends that you really like, and actually just talk to them, right? Pretend like you're talking to them, you know, they're the camera, and you have a much better conversation. But today, really, I'm creating this video to talk about how I've lost my inspiration to create content, and honestly, it's because of results. Like, I'm never going to, you know, fake it, try to lie like I don't care about the result after I put out the videos and stuff. It's really hard for. I think one of the issues that I did was I tried to like mass produce a lot of videos and hoping that something's gonna come out of this and that's going to replace my income. And I had to come to realization that it's gonna take more than 6 months for this content stuff to actually work, right? Like, even if one video goes viral, it doesn't mean that the videos will continue to go viral, right? So I had to learn quickly that I need to continue facing my job, right? You know, my job as a real estate professional. You know, for me, I think one of the reasons why I was struggling with content creation is because I'm an overthinker, right? I'm an overthinker, and two, I'm a multi-talented person, right? So being an overthinker means that I am my own enemy, right? When it's time for me to execute, I struggle a little bit because I think it's because I know too much around, being a filmmaker, right? Like, if I was to create content for somebody else, I come up with a lot of ideas. I know exactly what they need to do. I'm able to give them instructions. But when it comes to it being myself, like applying the same things to myself, I just freeze. Like, when it's time for me to record, no, wait. Before I start recording and stuff, oh yeah, I'm setting the thing up, I'm setting the light up, I'm in the shower, freshen up, and like, I have a lot of ideas of what to create. And then I sit down, it's time to make something, and it's just wham. It's just like, and it's never like I'm freezing. The real issue is there's a lot of information bombarding my head. There's a lot of things I'm not gonna talk about. And yes, I started writing things that I need to say, and it has been helping. It has been helping lately. So I feel like I had to take a step back and reevaluate everything I was doing. Also reevaluate the type of content that I'm making, and know that, okay, Wale, which direction do I want to go in, right? Because one of the issues with being a multi-talented person is you kind of lack direction, right? Like, I lack direction because, one, I get bored easily with making the same. Like, I'm not a robot. That's the way I always look at it, right? I'm not a robot. At some point, I was like, maybe I have ADHD or something. But then I researched people that have ADHD. Then I was like, okay, I do not have ADHD. I'm just somebody that gets bored easily when it comes to certain things. Or maybe it's because I know a lot in different areas, and sometimes I wish I'm not like that. Honestly, it's very hard to be vulnerable. Like, we all like to act like we're perfect, like we're in this perfect world where everything is going the way we are. But then we turn off the camera and we're like frustrated, right? We're not happy. Being vulnerable allows me to be able to be open. But yeah, I think one thing that I realized is that it's a journey. It's not a destination, like creating content and stuff, right? Or even like being successful in life in general. It's a journey, it's not a destination. A lot of time we're trying to reach a certain goal, we're trying to reach a certain thing. And one thing we have to realize is there's a journey, there are certain things you have to go through. You cannot skip the process, right? You cannot skip certain emotions that you're going to feel. You have to just endure that pain, go through that pain, and what that's going to allow you to do is bring out the strength in you, right? They say no pain, no gain. And honestly speaking, even in like athletes, in real life, in everything, there's no pain, there's no gain. So I feel like the past couple of months, I've gone through a lot of pain from even my line of business, like there's been a lot of pain in that, from creating content. I give myself 6 months to create content full time, right? Like literally, that's all I was doing, like try like the whole winter time between November and May, right? I would just create the content fully, and I was thinking that, oh man, in these 6 months, something crazy is going to happen, and I'm going to be able to just be a content creator full time. Surprise, surprise! I got to get back to my hustle, right? Because reality shows that it doesn't take 6 months. It takes years, right? When we look at the people's channel that, like when I go on somebody's channel and I'm like, okay, I love this person's video, and I want my channel to be like that. I realize that like they've been going at it for 7 to 10 years consistently, right? And the funny thing when we talk about consistency is like, what is consistency? A lot of time we think consistency is every day. But really, consistency can be like every week, once a month, once a quarter, once a year, right? We just have to define our own consistency and stuff. I'm excited to be able to pick up the camera over again and start creating content. And I feel like I needed that break, and the break has helped me redefine who I am, has allowed me to be able to align the kind of content I want to create. And now I'm able, I've even deleted a lot of videos on my channel. Like I deleted probably like 30 videos, right? So like I watch a lot of my videos and I'm like, okay, which ones align with my new path, right? Or let me say my final path of what kind of content I want to be creating. And every other video that doesn't align, I just deleted them out. So I'm very happy to be back. I'm happy to be able to create the kind of content I want to create. And I felt like at a point of time, I was chasing, I would say like what's hot, right? Kind of like news content. because I wanted to get a lot of views on certain videos and stuff. But then I quickly realized that like at the end of the day, I need to create content I want to create because, if you look at it right, those videos didn't blow up. If those videos are not blowing up, I might as well be creating the content that I want to create. And whether they blow up or not, I don't really care. Because I feel like if I don't create this content, I'm doing myself a disservice, right? And I feel like a lot of people can get inspired, can get motivated from this sort of video. So if I'm able to inspire just one person from this video, I've done everything that I want to do, right? I'm happy. I feel like one thing I have to keep telling myself is that it's a journey, not a destination, and it takes years and it takes time to be a master or something. But definitely, even in my line of business, I'm always creating content, and I cannot stop myself from creating content. There are different type of addiction. Creating content is my own addiction, and like addiction is not a bad thing. It just depends on what are you addicted to, right? I'm excited to be back on my journey, creating content to inspire the world. Expect more creative videos from me. I'm ready to take over the world, right? It's go time. I'm gonna see ya in the next episode. Let's get it.
Remember this, the challenges you face are not obstacles, they are opportunities. Every setback, every moment of doubt, every late night struggling with your content, these are the pressures that shape you. Just like diamonds are created under intense pressure, you too are being forged into something brilliant and unbreakable. Your struggles are not breaking you, they are making you stronger, better, more resilient. So when things get tough, when you feel like giving up, remember this, you're in the process of becoming a diamond. Your light is waiting to shine. Keep pushing, keep creating, and never ever give up. Your best content, your greatest impact is still ahead of you. Now go out there and sparkle.